Hi, Namaste, and welcome back to our channel. It's almost year ending, right? New Year is absolutely right in front of us. How many of you have achieved fluency during this year? Let me know. Please let me know. Because so many of us may be trying to learn English, but we are not able to achieve fluency, or we are not at least being able to speak or express our thoughts in English. Why is this happening? Where are we going wrong? So, in this video, I thought I would give you some reasons where are you going wrong while learning this particular language so that you are going to correct it before New Year arrives, and from New Year you are going to start afresh. See, yesterday you told that today you are going to speak English. Today you are telling that tomorrow you are going to speak English. When is that tomorrow going to come? Do you have any answer? No, right? Then why do you prefer to procrastinate? There is no use if you procrastinate things like this. So please watch this video till the end, and I think this video will be very useful to you because anyone can tell where are you excellent in, what are you doing excellently. But only some people will tell where are you going wrong, right? So I recommend you to watch this video in which I am going to tell you where are you going wrong, and I want you to correct yourself. Please do it right now. There is no tomorrow, right? And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Gowthami. If you continuously practice repetition method or shadowing technique, and by listening the same word again and again, and by speaking it, okay, by speaking it, using it regularly, you can speak English with a particular set of words, maybe 100 words, because you can speak English that is understandable by the person if you learn a particular set of 100 words, which is equal to 50% of the English language. In the iCards, I am going to put the description of that 100 words. Please go and check it out if you are interested. Now, what I want to say is that if you want to speak English fluently, and if you want to involve in conversations without any hesitation, then you need at least 10,000 words, 10,000 English words at least, in order to start a conversation without any hesitation, feeling, or fear with anyone or in front of anyone. So, understand yourself. Just by practicing repetition method, you can come to some extent, some level of speaking English. But in order to improvise your English, you need to stop doing these mistakes that I am going to tell you right now, and prepare wisely. Okay? Study wisely so that you will become fluent in speaking English as soon as possible. Coming to the first mistake that you are doing is that thinking grammar is everything. Yes, so many of us think that grammar is everything. Only if we know grammar completely, then only we are going to speak English. Then only we will be able to speak English. Then only the other person will be able to understand us. I am not against grammar, or I am not telling that you need to neglect grammar. But trust me, during the stage when I started learning English, I did not rely on grammar at all. I started using the words that I know. I started using the structures that I know. I used to read regularly and I used to listen regularly, which helped me to form sentences easily. You need not mug up all the grammar rules step by step unless you are preparing for any examination in order to crack it. So, don't think that grammar is everything and you can speak English only when you know what is verb form, what is ing form, what is and you can speak English only when you mug up all the structures, okay, grammar structures. It is not wrong to rely on grammar, but at the initial stages, it is wrong to completely rely on grammar, okay? Start learning structures and start framing your own sentences. The thing is that you are just learning, which is a blunder that you are doing. The second mistake that you are doing is that, right now I said, right? You are doing only the consumption activities. Where is the production activity, guys? Yes, so many of them are doing this mistake. I see so many people, they tell me that they are learning this language since 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but they are not able to speak English. They are hesitant. They are afraid. Don't do this mistake. You need to start speaking from the day one itself. Yes, you need to start speaking from the day one itself. Then only it will be easy to you to achieve fluency. Trust me, if you are just doing the consumption activities and you are dumb, not doing any production activity like speaking or writing, then it will be, your efforts will go vain. Yes, this is what is going to happen in the upcoming year also. This will repeat years and years. There will be no change at all. Please start doing the production activity. Please start speaking. Please start speaking for at least 20 minutes a day. Try Pomodoro technique, which is a very wonderful technique. Try it. There are so many techniques I have explained in our channel. But the thing is that everyone wants instant results, which is not possible. There is one particular video in which I have explained how to divide your consumption and production activities also. If you are at your initial stages, try to do it in 50:50 ratio. I mean, if you prefer to do 50% of the consumption activity, then 50% of the action that you are doing must be in the form of production. Okay? And later on, you need to increase the time of the production activity than the consumption activity. You need to do it for sure, guys. If you are just relying on consumption activity, you are listening the whole day and you are reading so many books and not doing the production activities like reading and writing, I think so it's not going to work out. Please start speaking. There are so many apps available. There are so many websites available. I have mentioned clearly how to use each and particular app. Please go and check our videos. About English speaking practice website also I have shown you, which is a good app. Duolingo application. Right? Envata. CV. If we go on telling about the names of the applications, there are numerous. But the thing is that you need to start speaking. If you can't afford or if you are not in a position to use the internet connectivity, it's okay. There are so many techniques that you can do. First of all, start self-learning. In one of my previous videos, I have told you how self-learning helped me to build up my confidence and speaking skills. So try it. Remember that you need to do the production activity along with the consumption activity. You should not neglect production activity. You need to start speaking from the day one itself. In the end cards, I am going to give you a video which is a 1 month timetable. Please try to follow it, or please make changes as per your convenience and try to follow that. It may help you. And one more thing is that while you are into this activity, please try to be consistent. Okay? Why? Because if you have started this process, if you have started If you are committed to learn English and you have started today to speak English, you have started the production activities, which is quite good. 2 days you have practiced, and after that you have some commitment and you could not practice for 3-4 days, and again you started. Then also you will not find any improvement. So please try to be consistent. Okay? It may be for 1 hour or 1.5 hour of production activities, but try to do it each and every day. Each and every day. It may be for, if you can't afford 1 hour of your day to production activity, then at least do that production activity for 15 minutes. It is okay, but you should not skip a day. Okay, you need to do it regularly on a consistent basis. Then only you will find results, fruitful results. The third mistake everyone is doing is that they don't have motivation at all. Yes, it is not that you need to completely rely on motivation, but the thing is that so many of us have our own insecurities, right? Whether we will be able to speak English fluently, whether we will be able to learn English completely. No one will be able to speak perfect English and no one will be able to learn complete English, which is a very wrong notion. No one is that. If I speak with a person who is in advanced level than me, he will definitely find some mistakes in me. Then I should not be demotivated. I need to understand my mistakes and I need to work more in order to improvise my English speaking skills. That is what you need to do. You will start practicing from today, and what happens is that suddenly you find that you are doing some mistake, or someone point out you that, hey, you are doing some such silly mistakes. Then definitely you are going to be demotivated and you will think that, no, English is not my cup of tea, I am not going to learn English. This is what everyone is going to think. We judge ourselves. We are our own enemies while learning anything new. We discourage ourselves. Other people anyhow judge us, and we are our first judge. So don't be like that. Don't judge yourself. Be kind to yourself. You are going to do anything in your life. You are going to achieve anything in your life. One thing is that you need patience, and other thing is that you need to have that capacity to motivate yourself. Okay? You need to just pat yourself and tell, everything is going to come in place. I will be able to speak English fluently. This is the mistake I have done. I need to note it down and I should not repeat it. Simple. You need to rectify it. Instead of that, most of the people stop. They stop speaking English. They stop learning English. And after 1 month or 2 months, again they will get desire to learn English. Again they will start afresh. Learning English is not the only thing in your life. You have such a beautiful life, right? You need to enjoy it. You're learning English on the purpose because it is adding some more colors and some more opportunities to you. So don't do this. Don't demotivate yourself. Okay? Trust yourself that you are going to speak English fluently. Right? The next mistake so many of us are doing is that not expanding our vocabulary. Yes. There are so many people who can speak English fluently, but if you find them, they will be using only some set of vocabulary which leads them to be in a particular stage and not improvise themselves. And not only that, the fact is that if you are not learning and not using more and more English words, then all the words will be in passive memory, which is of no use. All the words that are in your passive state of mind must convert into active words. It means that whenever you are speaking, then your brain must not struggle hard to give you words. You should not search for which word to use now. Okay? If that happens, it means that most of the words that you are learning are only in your passive memory. It is of no use. right? So what you need to do is that first of all try to convert all the passive words into active words. They must come into your active state of mind. You must be able to use all those words whenever you want to use them. Okay? And next, it is really essential to build up your vocabulary with, as I told you, you need at least 10,000 English words. At least. Then why are you confining yourself only to 500 words, 600 words? You need to speak about different contexts. You need to face different situations. You need to speak about different topics. Life is a puzzle. You don't know when you come across which situation, right? So only when you have limited set of vocabulary, how will you be able to manage, right? Sometimes you know the situation, you know the words, but you will not be able to use them. It happened with me so many times at my initial stages, and that is the reason I committed to learn English. You should not face it. You will be able to speak English, but here nothing is there. No words are there to express yourself. It is a very worst situation that I faced. You should not face it. So try to expand your vocabulary so that you will feel convenient to use the words that you feel whenever you want. Okay? Don't stress too much. Just learn one word per one day. One new word per one day and try to use it. How to use it? I have already told you in one of my videos. You need to relate that particular word into your own situations. Then only it will be very easy to you to remember that particular word. Otherwise, you are going to forget that word and Hare Ram. That's it. Whatever you learn, you need to use it. You need to utilize for your own purpose. If you have learned a skill, then you must find ways how to use it. You need to find opportunities for yourself. Okay? So, start building up your vocabulary right from today. Learn at least one new word per day, which piles up, and you will be able to learn 365 words in a year if you are doing it consistently. You need to make sure that you are using them, learning them in context and using them. Okay? And you need to try to read more and listen more so that you would expand your vocabulary. And not only that, as I told you, you must use that word until it gets registered in your brain. You need to use that word as much as possible. Okay? The next mistake that you have done all these days is that relying only on translation method. See, you may be a Telugu speaking guy, you may be Hindi speaking, or whatever language you may be speaking. You need to understand that translation is a process that helps you to bridge a gap between your native language and English. Once you stop translation and once you start to come out of your comfort zone, that is when your real English journey starts. Unless and until you stop this process of translation and start to think in English, it will be really hard to you to achieve fluency. You need to understand this. So many people needs to understand this. So I know so many people who are just dependent on translation process only. Of course, translation process at the initial stages is really good. Really good. I accept it. I also have started my journey with translation. It is not a big sin, but you need to understand that in order to learn any language, you need to focus on the particular target language. Okay? So, if you have started your journey and you are already in the second month or third month of your journey, please stop relying on translation process and directly target English language. Okay? Target this English language. Try to read a context in English language only. Okay? You should not find anything in your native language. Its meaning also. And whenever you are trying to learn a new word, in the initial stages, obviously you are going to write the meaning of that particular word in your native language, right? But in the later on stages, try not to write the meaning in your native language. Try to write the meaning of the word and the usage of the word and the example sentences of that particular word in target language only, in English only. Okay? This is how you will be able to remember words for a very long time. Okay? So that is what we need. We don't want short term memory, right? We need long term memory. So stop translating English into your native language. Okay? If you are in your third month or fourth month of learning English, then try to stop. It is really hard at initial stages. It is really hard. You will not be able to find words easily. You will not be able to think in English easily. You will not be able to speak at least a single sentence. It happened with me also. But don't be afraid. Okay? You are not the only person who are going to face all this. I also have faced. Yes, I struggled to learn this language. Even I am from English medium. It is not that each and every person who is from English medium is going to speak English fluently. No. Okay? So try to stop the process of translation and start targeting your English language only. The other mistake so many of the people are making is that selecting wrong methods. See, learning a language has so many methods. There are so many methods and number of methods that you can follow. But the thing is that you need to select that set of methods that suits you, that you want, that is helping you. So many of the people are wasting time relying on different methods, and even if they don't find any improvement, they are just stucking to that particular method. What I want to tell you is that first of all, know the methods that you can use in order to learn a language and try those methods. Like for example, you can try each method for 5 to 10 days. Then easily you will get, if you are consistent and true to you, you will definitely come to know which method is suiting you, which method suits you. Okay? Then rely on that 2 to 3 methods only to improve English. Okay? The methods that helped me may not help you. The methods that helped your friend who became fluent in just a couple of months or 6 months or 1 year may not suit you. Just blindly following the methods that they followed will not help you. You have a unique personality and you can understand things in a different perspective. Right? So don't just stick on to the methods that are not working for you. Try to find out which method suits you and try to learn English in that particular method and improvise yourself. Okay? I am not the person to tell that this method suits you. Okay? I can tell that this method suited me, this method helped me, it may help you. This is what I did. That is what I can tell. I can't decide that, yes, you need to do this, you need to practice this method. It will definitely help you. I am not the one. No one can do it. You are the one who needs to decide which method suits you. Okay? So start from today. Take some set of methods and try to find out which method suits you. This is really important. And one more mistake that you may have been doing is that expecting perfection from the start. Yes, so many of the people do this. Once they jump into this learning process, from the day one itself, they expect that within 1 month I am going to achieve fluency, within 2 months I am going to achieve fluency. See, expecting something, having a strong desire for something is okay, but you should not underestimate the process. Learning English is not a rocket science, but it is not a bed of roses also. Please trust me, you are going to struggle a lot during this process if you are new. If someone comes to me and speaks a different foreign language, I will not be able to even understand a single word, right? But if I be consistent in learning that foreign language, definitely I may improve. I may improve. But I should not think that within 1 month I need to excel in this particular language. No, it is such a wrong notion. So many of them think that by seeing something or the other, or by relying on online courses, or some people tell that you can achieve fluency only in 45 days, 60 days, 6 months. Of course, if you are totally focused and you are completely involved in this process, you may achieve, but some languages may take more than that time. It depends on yourself. Okay, from the start itself, don't expect perfection, that you need to be perfect. Only your imperfections are going to teach you a lot. You are going to learn from the mistakes that you are doing. Don't try to be perfect, and no one is perfect. Don't believe if someone says that I am perfect in English, please don't believe. If you have observed in so many videos, I tell you that I am fluent in English somehow, a little bit. I know manageable English. I can speak English with anyone at any time. If that situation comes, I can manage it. Yes, I can speak English fluently. But I never ever said, and I will never ever tell that I am perfect in English. Perfect is quite different. No, perfect is completely different from fluency. You need to keep it in mind. If you aim for perfection, I don't know whether you are going to speak this language your whole life or not. But if you aim for fluency, then definitely you will achieve it. Definitely you will achieve it. Okay? So these are some of the mistakes I found in so many people. So many people. Even at my initial stages, almost for 6 to 7 months, I have been doing these mistakes. Yes, I did not find the correct method for me. I used to rely on translation process only. As I don't have anyone around me, I'm not surrounded with English, and I used to do only the consumption activities. I rarely and barely did production activity. These are some of the mistakes that I did. I don't want you to waste your time. I want all of you to note these points and not to repeat these mistakes. Please stop doing these mistakes, and you will save a lot of time. A lot of time in your learning journey. So, I hope this video is going to help you. And as I told you, in the end screens, I am going to add a video, add a timetable, so that you will be able to watch it and use it as per your convenience. Thank you so much for watching till the end. See you soon in the next video as soon as possible.